All right, so is everybody ready to talk about short vowel pointers? We have a group of cards that we call short vowel pointers. They're called short vowel pointers because the vowel before them is always short. That is, they point to a short vowel. Within this group, we have two categories. Category 1 goes by the mnemonic floss, or some people call it floss plus Z. This includes the patterns FF, LL, SS, and if you choose to include it, ZZ. Category 2 doesn't have a name and includes the cards CK, TCH, and DGE. The cards you see on the screen are the short vowel patterns we teach in kindergarten. The patterns TCH and DGE are not taught in kindergarten because of the complexity of the silent letters. You will also notice on the screen that we have picture deck cards for these patterns. The picture deck cards provide a visual of the keywords for students who need that support. Something you may consider is making a copy of the keyword pictures and putting them on the back of the basic deck cards. This way, you won't have to juggle two cards. Now let's talk about how to teach a short vowel pointer. The script on the screen shows the procedure. We introduce the pattern, in this case it's FF. Discuss that the pattern comes at the end of a short word, and then we read words that contain that pattern. Let's watch a demonstration. Remember to play the role of the student as you follow along.
Shannon, I have a new card to teach you today.
Okay.
The letters are FF.
FF.
FF says F. F. Good. The key word is off. What's the key word?
Off.
Good job. We're going to skywrite it 3 times as we say FF says F.
Okay. F says F. F says F says F.
Good job. All right, let's review. What are the letter names?
FF.
And what does FF say? Good. And what's the key word?
Off.
Very good. So let me tell you just something about this little line right here. That line means that this pattern, FF, comes at the end of a word. Where does it come?
At the end of a word.
Good. And it's the end of a short word.
At the end of a short word.
Good job. So now we're ready to write some words with our new pattern. Are you ready to do some reading?
Ready.
All right. So remember, when I pull away, that's when you say the sounds. Okay.
Ah. Off.
Good job.
Cuff. W. I. Whiff.
Good job. Let's go ahead and read the whole word.
Oh. Off. Cuff. Whiff.
Good job. Are there any words that you don't recognize?
I don't know cuff.
Cuff. So the cuff is like at the end of a sleeve or at the end of your pants, and usually it's like
okay.
Turned up. Okay, so that's a cuff. Good job. All right, let's do some more words to read.
B. Buff.
Good job.
Puff. Huff.
Good. Let's whole word read.
Buff. Puff. Huff.
Good. And do you know what this word means? Do you know what that
my
word is?
dad's buff. He has lots of muscles.
Oh, very good. And there's another explanation too for buff. It's like when you polish something, just shine it all up. Very good. All right, so let's go ahead now, and we're going to do some more readings. We're going to do some invitations, okay? So if you have watched the movie Encanto, which is a fabulous movie, if you've watched that, I want you to read column 1.
Off, cuff, whiff.
Good job. Okay, we're going to read column 2, if you love to build with Legos.
Buff, puff, huff.
And let's read column 1, if you like to play sports.
Off, cuff, whiff.
Good job. All right. So now let's do some and some extensions. So want you to look at column 1. I want you to find the word that's the opposite of on. Don't say it though, just put your thumb up.
Oh.
So the opposite of on. And the word is?
Off.
Very good. So let's look at column 2. I'm thinking of something that means to polish something.
Oh.
And the word is?
Buff.
Buff. Good job. And let's look at column 1 again. I'm thinking of a word that is at the end of a sleeve or the pants and it's turned up. And the word is?
Cuff.
Very good job. Okay, you ready to race me? All right, race the teacher.
Puff. Whiff. Buff. Huff. Cuff. Off.
Nice job. Great reading. All right. Thank you. Oh, you know what I forgot to have you look at? Now, of course, I got lines through it, but where do you see our new pattern?
They all are at the end of the word.
They are all at the end of the word, and that's what we talked about with that little line. It means at the end of a short word. Good job.
Now we're ready to spell words with our short vowel pattern. On the screen are the same words that we used earlier when we were reading words with our new pattern, FF. Before we begin spelling words, we want to draw our students' attention to these words and ask them a few questions. Then we have them write the new pattern 3 times next to the rhombus as a warm-up to spelling. On the screen is the script for spelling words with short vowel pointers, as well as the SRS sheet we will use in our demonstration coming up. Again, participate in the demonstration as if you were the student.
All right, Shannon, so put your finger on the diamond or the rhombus. What was the name of our new pattern that we learned today?
FF.
Good. And what does FF say?
FF says F.
So what you're going to do is we're going to whisper spell FF says F as we write it 3 times.
Okay. F. F says F. F. F says F. F says F.
Good job. So now we're going to write some words with our new pattern. So remember when we wrote our words to read earlier, that the pattern comes where in the word?
At the end of the word.
At the end of the word. Let's go ahead and we're going to tap out some words just to see. You ready?
Ready.
So tap out the word off.
Off. Off.
Good. Where is that f sound?
Oh, at the end.
Good. Cuff.
Cuff. K.
Good. Let's do one more. Whiff.
Whiff. W. I. F.
Good job. So it comes at the
End
of a word. All right. So I'm just going to erase these real quick just to get them off. All right. So now what we're going to do is put your finger on number 1. Where?
Number 1.
Good. I'm going to say a word. I want you to repeat the word. You ready? Off.
Off.
Good. Let's tap it out.
Off. Off. Oh, at the end.
Good job. And what's that word?
Off.
Check your work. Good. The next word is cuff.
Cuff.
Good. Let's tap it out.
F.
Good. Write it. Good. And what's that word?
Cuff.
Very nice. The next word is whiff.
Whiff.
Tap it out.
W. I. W. I.
And just some information I should have given you that w is like in whistle.
Oh,
So
whistle.
check your work.
Yep.
Good job. All right, the next word is huff.
Huff.
Tap it out.
F.
Good. Nice job. And what's the word?
Huff.
Very good.
This brings us to the end of our short vowel pointer section. Practice these procedures in the role of the teacher preparing for partner practice.